And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Chicago White Sox. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go and towing the slab, Jonathan Cannon. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go? Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. And that is cut on and missed. Strike one. The other way, Rojas slings it across, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
And the 1-0. Just missed. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mike Trout. And fires in a fastball at 95. Two outs, base is empty. Towards first, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jorge Soler getting ready to hit. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes Trout flying around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0. Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Ball one there. Soler off of first with 2 away. On the ground, right side. Sosa throws to first. That ends the frame. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Reed Detmers. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Oh, that hit him. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's Mike Tauchman, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the White. And we're back. Here comes Yoan Moncada. Cannon back to work. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson, the sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels, collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And that misses. And that's ball 1. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one missed.
Ball 2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now a man into scoring position. Here's the center fielder, Mickey Moniak. That just misses. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Fouls one off. 2-2. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. And he grounds one to the right side. Sosa in plenty of time to first. 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. On the ground, right side. Sosa sends it to first, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Angels 1 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert Jr.
There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Moniak grabs it on the run. And next to him for the Sox, Lenny Sosa. 5 for 8 in the series, so he's been hot. First pitch just misses. Sosa matched a homer in his last game.
Ball 2.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And there's a ball. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
That's out.
Andrew Vaughn, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Vaughn launched a homer in his most recent game. And it's fouled away. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Shy Sox held in check here. They trail here 1-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Luis Rengifo. Rengifo measures 5 feet 10 inches, 195 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman.
And next for the Angels, Nolan Johnwell. He's 0 for 1. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Almost got him.
1 strike. Ball 3.
1 down, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Trout.
Trout is one of the best players of his generation. He's a fan favorite because he brings a rare combination of speed, power, and all-around talent to the team. He's exactly the type of player you want to build around.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Right through there for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
On the ground, 2 ball. Montgomery to second, and that's 2. So they make short work of him there. We move on. Back here on the south side as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Moniak in position. Brings it in. And a quick out, number one. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood out of it.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Makes the catch up against the wall. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's Josh Rojas. And that one is lifted in the air. Trout sizing it up, reaching for it, and brings it in. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Late swing fouled off. There's the strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Popped in the air, left side. Rojas sizing this one up, and there's one down. So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe grounded out his first time. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
No ball, two
Base
strikes.
is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here is Moncada. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
1-1. Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bouncer to second. Sosa throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Andrew Benintendi. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That's his 99th career homer, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And the batter now, Mike Tauchman. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Moniak hauls it in, and there's one away. So now it's the White Sox DH, Luis Robert Jr. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Lenny Sosa digs in now. Caught looking his first time up. That one ripped. Gone! A laser to left. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Next to hit, Andrew Vaughn. First
Ball,
pitch
that's outside.
misses. And that is out of play. That one the other way. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Now a chance for Michael A. Taylor.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 2. And there's a strike. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cannon back to work. There's the strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Strikes him out for the second time today.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
At the plate, Mickey Moniak. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that drops in for a strike. The White Sox up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is down low. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Grounded out his first time. Just missed. Just off the inside edge. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike one.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
The next offering misses. 3-1.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Rengifo stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Neto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Here goes the runner. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and that is that. No runs on no hit. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And there's a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air, out towards left center. Moniak brings it in. And there's 1 away. Here's Corey Lee. Flying to left his first time. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Rengifo. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
So the lineup flips over. So up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. And a foul ball. Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox as the lead remains 3-1. All set for the top of the 6th. Leading off, Nolan Shanuel. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And now Mike Trout right through there for a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Fought off foul. Now Lee has some trouble with it. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now it's filled up.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. Jorge Soler up at the plate. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
That's outside, and the count is 1-1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Penn Murphy up and throwing. Boozer, the lefty, warming up as well. No outs, runners at first and second. And that one ripped into right, and foul ball.
Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that's a perfect example right there. Could have been a big swing in this game if it stayed fair.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jonathan Cannon out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Penn Murphy.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
1-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Now here is Logan O'Hoppe.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to it. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 1-0. Shadowell, the lead runner at second. Trout on at first with 2 down. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
In the air, left field. Benintendi is there. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the White Sox 3. Here on the south side, there's Benintendi to start it off.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
And a slider in there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Hans Kraus up and loosening in the pen. Number 57, a left-hander, also throwing. Benintendi needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. That
one ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
And it's 1-2.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Got him swinging.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Tauchman up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox.
2 down, base is empty. Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. Robert, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Curve
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Moniak under it. Corrals it. And that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. just
Ball,
off
that's
the
it.
inside edge.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one catches the zone, and it's 2-1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
The 2-1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His second of the year. It's 3. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Cam Boozer.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
That's outside.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one
ball,
almost got him.
2 strikes.
Man at second. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Moniak headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI. Single, and this game is tied in the 7th. Nolan Shanuel now at the plate. First
Ball, that's
offering,
off
and
the
it
plate.
just misses.
Pure base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Popped up. Rojas makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
This one in the air. Sosa. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But they scored twice and even it up late. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ben Joyce. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Ripped to right. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first out of the inning. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 2 in this one. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. It's there, and that's a great play. And here is Michael A. Taylor. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Trout settles under it and makes the catch. That is the inning. We go to the
For the White Sox, number 40.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Struck him out looking. Next to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. 0 for 3 in this one. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swings. A strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat.
In time to ball. Angels. Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit. The line to kick the pitch. Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. Liner, and this could be trouble. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And now Josh Rojas into center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there are 2 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And that ends the inning. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. He's already homered in this game. Gilbert back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
And that is out of play. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Late swing, fouled off. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. And next for L.A., Zach Neto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That clips the corner. Gilbert, 31 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Nothing. Joe Adele into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. A solo shot. And they walk it off. For 3, our final score for Chris Singleton.